So the other day we received some rather controversial news regarding Halo the Master Chief Collection, and that is that 343 is considering adding purchasable Spartan points to the game, so microtransactions. Currently in MCC, you can earn Spartan points by playing the game, completing challenges. It's the in-game currency for MCC. And here we are 7 years after the launch of MCC, and 343 is considering adding microtransactions to the game. And I mean, I'll just say it, man. I know I might have an unpopular opinion on this one, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. I really don't. I've always thought people made microtransactions out to be a bigger deal than they actually are. Listen, I understand why people dislike microtransactions. I dislike microtransactions. I get it. I understand that. But still, I don't think it's that big of a deal because you're not forced to purchase them, right? Even if that's the only way to unlock certain items, you're not forced into it. And I'm saying I don't think cosmetic microtransactions are that big of a deal. Pay to win shit, no, that has no place in gaming. Pay to win microtransactions. Get that the fuck out of here. But cosmetics, it's not the end of the world. And yes, I understand that's just not purchasing the microtransactions doesn't entirely, solve the issue, but you can just not buy it. So it isn't the end of the world. So why do people dislike microtransactions in the first place? Well, I can't speak for everyone, so I'll tell you why I dislike them. And, well, for one, you have to purchase them with real currency, so I think a lot of people aren't too fond of that. But I also dislike microtransactions because I think back to Halo 3 and how you unlocked armor in that game. You unlocked it by doing unique in-game challenges, right? So I would be playing Halo 3 back in the day. I'd be playing matchmaking, and in the pregame lobby, I'd be looking at other players' Spartans in their service record, and sometimes I'd see some armor that I never seen before, and then I would ask the dude, "Yo, how'd you get that armor?" "Oh, I completed the game on Legendary." "Oh, cool, I'm gonna go do that." So that's how you got the armor. You beat the game on Legendary, you did all the achievements, got the skulls, did the vid masters, you did unique in-game challenges to unlock the items. That's how I like unlocking customization items in video games, through in-game challenges. But with microtransactions, you just purchase the item. That's it. And that's, for one, I don't like that because you have to actually spend money, and two, that's just a boring way to unlock shit. Even systems that use in-game currency, like credits from Halo Reach, also wasn't a huge fan of that. I mean, that system was better than what we have in Halo Infinite, but still, I always preferred the way you unlocked items in Halo 3 over anything else. And even with the Call of Duty games, you had challenges where you would, get a certain amount of kills with a weapon, certain amount of headshots, and you would unlock, camos for your weapons, right? Even that's cooler to me than just buying the item with either real currency or in-game currency. Now, when it comes to MCC, right now, the way you unlock items is you purchase them with the in-game currency called Spartan points. And if 343 does go ahead with adding microtransactions, well, then you're going to be purchasing the Spartan point with real money, and then you use those Spartan points to buy whatever items you want. So first off, it's not like currently in MCC we have all these cool ways to unlock customization items. No, you just earn Spartan points and you unlock the item with the Spartan point. And that is better than using in-game currency. That is better than having to pay for it outright. Well, for some people it is. Others would rather just not spend time playing the game and just actually use real money to unlock it. But yeah, the point I'm making is it's not like we have a Halo 3 system where we're like, collecting skulls and beating campaign on legendary to unlock shit, and microtransactions are going to take away from that. No, currently in MCC, you just buy the item with a Spartan point. And if they add microtransactions, then you're going to buy the Spartan point and then buy the item. And if the only way 343 is going to monetize this game is by adding purchasable Spartan points, well, that's really not that bad. Like, it's not like they're actually going to, I mean, they might do this, but as of now, it just seems like it's going to be Spartan points you can buy. So it's not like they're going to actually have like items that you have to purchase. Like, oh, here's a weapon skin or an armor set in the store and you have to buy it with real money. No, what 343 is talking about, it seems like you just buy Spartan points, and you can also unlock the Spartan points in game just by playing and doing challenges. Now, if 343 starts adding items to the game that cost like a ridiculous amount of Spartan points, where it would take you a long time to earn them by playing the game and doing challenges, then yeah, that would be a little scummy, because, at that point they're not forcing you into buying it, but they're definitely enticing you. Now, why is 343 doing this? Why are they considering adding microtransactions to MCC now? These older Halo games, and even MCC itself is 7 years old. Well, their reasoning for this, it could be various different things. For one, maybe you could look at it like they're just hungry for money. They want Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite isn't doing what they thought it would do for them financially, and now they have to add microtransactions to MCC to make up for that a little bit. You could look at it like that, but you could also look at it like this. 343 might be doing this just so that continuing to support MCC going forward makes sense for them. And I understand that MCC is not a free game, but there is a lot of value there for, $40 I think the game is. Right now it's on sale for $16, and you could buy the individual games for $4. You could buy ODST for $2. So 343 does make money from people purchasing the game, but they'd make even more money, and it would make more sense for them to continue supporting the game if there were microtransactions. And that's the thing. If that's what this means, if adding microtransactions to MCC, cosmetic microtransactions, purchasable Spartan points, that's it. If that means they will continue to support Halo the Master Chief Collection, I'm here for it. Like, I'm cool with that. I really am. If it's a decision between ending support for MCC or adding microtransactions and continuing support, then okay, let's do it. I'm okay with that. Especially if all they're doing is adding purchasable Spartan points. The MCC team has done a lot of cool things with Halo the Master Chief Collection, and I want to continue to see more cool things be added to the game. Like, we just got Flood Firefight recently. That's cool. I want to see more cool stuff like that. And if monetizing the game with purchasable Spartan points is how we get that, then okay. And something else I want to make clear is, even if 343 was going to end support for MCC, right? They were going to stop supporting the game, no more content updates, but they were still going to add microtransactions. Yeah, that's not a great look, but even then, I don't care a whole lot, right? Because you can just not buy the shit. Like, how much is that affecting me, right? I still play MCC, all right? I still enjoy hopping on and playing some Halo. How much am I affected by purchasable Spartan points? Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't negatively impact my experience. It really doesn't. And I mean, and if it does, it's super minor. So those are my thoughts. on the MCC microtransaction thing. Like, I don't see it as that big of a deal. Yes, I don't like microtransactions. Yes, I agree it can kind of be seen as a bad look. But is it that big of a deal? I don't think so. And I approve of this if it means 343 will continue to support the game or even increase support. You know, maybe that's another option. Maybe with adding microtransactions, they will increase the content updates we get for this game. I don't think that's the case, but if it was, yeah, I support that, man. And something I mentioned recently in my Gaming Sucks in 2022 rant video was that I understand that so long as people continue to purchase microtransactions in games, microtransactions will always be a thing. People would really have to unify and boycott microtransactions to make a change here, but that might take forever, right? That might take an extremely long time. It might be impossible. Microtransactions might be a thing regardless. I don't know, but what I was saying is that, like, I need some new gaming experiences right now, right? Like, let's say we boycott microtransactions, and then by 2040, sorry, it's just weird saying that year. By 2040, microtransactions are a thing of the past. Well, by then I'm old as shit. Like, I don't care. I need it now. And if getting good gaming experiences right now means increased microtransactions in games or increased prices of games, I'll fucking take it, man. I will take it. I like, the state of gaming is just so goddamn bad, and because it's this bad and it's been this bad for so fucking long, man, I'll take microtransactions. I'll take it. All right. If that means we'll get better experiences or we'll get continued support for these older games. I mean, that's another thing I said in that rant video. Like, bring back the experiences from the past if we're unable to create new gaming experiences that are actually fucking good. So yeah, and I mean, MCC, that's a collection of old games, and if continuing to support them means we need microtransactions, then I'm here for it. People might say you shouldn't give in to that kind of stuff, like that you shouldn't support that, and I get that, but again, like, gaming sucks so bad right now. It is. I mean, I'm not just saying that. Like, it is really fucking bad right now. There's just nothing. There's nothing that interests me like Halo used to, like a lot of other games used to. And I want to make it clear that this mindset of accepting things that you don't like just because they've been around for a while, that's just exclusively to this microtransaction topic, right? That doesn't extend to other things in life, right? Because there's other things where, like, no, I would say you resist. You should resist that at all costs. You don't just give in because things get easier, or it's been this way for so long. So there's no hope at changing it. So just accept it. Like, no, like, I'm just talking about microtransactions in video games, right? I don't think they're that big of a deal, and yeah, I'll accept it if we get some good new gaming experiences right now. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the microtransactions and MCC thing. Don't think it's that big of a deal. I think people are overreacting with it, and I know this is an unpopular opinion. I'm not putting this video out there expecting everyone to agree with me. No, I'm aware that this is unpopular, but I don't care because I'm going to be honest. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.